Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another video on my channel. This is another SAT style question, and this question involves a practice question that involves the topic of constant speed. So speed equals distance over time. And we're given a question. Makfira runs 3 laps around a 400-meter track at a constant speed. If it takes Maghfira 10 minutes to run all 3 laps, what is her speed actually? Maghfira is a female's name, a Muslim female name, and it just means like an opportunity to start all over. So Maghfira runs 3 laps around 400-meter track at a constant speed. If it takes Maghfira 10 minutes to run all 3 laps, what is her speed in meters per second? So the first thing you have to know is that since we're dealing with speed equals to distance over time, we have been given some information, right, about the distance, which is the fact that we have a 400-meter track. And one thing you need to know is 400-meter track is equivalent to 1 lap, right? That's the first thing you need to know. And they've given us the time, and they've said the time here is 10 minutes, right? Those are the 2 key information that we have, and we're told to solve for the speed, which is basically what we're looking for here. Now, I need you to understand something. We talked about distance, we talked about time. If it takes 1 lap to have the whole 400-meter track, and we are told that she ran 3 laps, that means 1 lap right here, which is 400 meters, and then 3 laps is going to be what? 3 laps is going to be what? So we can cross multiply, and we can have that to be 3 laps, right, equals 400, sorry, no, not 3 laps equals 3 laps times 400, because we're cross multiplying, so times 400 meters equals basically 1 times whatever this value is. We're trying to find this value, which is basically the number in meters after 3 laps. So let's call that x, right? So that means x, which is total number of distance, is what I meant to say, because we have 1 lap equals 400 meters. Hence, 3 laps is going to be 3 times the 1 lap distance, which when we know 1 lap distance is 400. So 3 times 400 is going to give us 1200. And that's going to be the total distance. And 1200 is 1200 meters, which is the same thing as D in this particular question. So I hope I've been able to clarify. I almost got confused there. So that's that. So we have our value for distance. What is the next thing that we have? Now we're asked to solve for it in meters per second, but we're given our question for time in minutes. So we have 1 minute, right, takes 60 seconds, and we have 10 minutes, which takes how many seconds? That's what we're going to solve for. Let's call that y, to avoid any form of confusion. So you have y equals 60 times 10. So that's going to be y equals 600 seconds. So in 10 minutes, we have 600 seconds. In 3 laps, right, we have the distance of 1200. And don't forget, this is y is also equals to time here, right? So we have our distance to actually be 1200 meters and our time to be 600 seconds. Now, we're trying to find what the constant speed value is. We know that speed equals distance over time, so therefore speed equals 1200 meters, right, divided by 600 seconds, because we're trying to get our answer in meters per second. So cancel this out. 6 here 1, 6 here 2, so speed ends up becoming 2 meters per second. And if we look at our options, we have the A value option to be 1, the B value option to be 2, the C value option to be 3, and the D value option to be 10. Well, we have our answer to be 2 meters per second, hence our answer is going to be B, and this is the correct answer for this. So this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, and this is the right answer. The answer is 2 meters per second. Just to recap of what we did is we're given a 400-meter track as a distance, but instead of running 1 lap, she ran 3 laps, so that would be 3 times the entire distance of the track. That's what the total distance is. It took her 10 minutes to run all 3 laps, hence we have our time and we have our corresponding speed, and then we were able to convert from laps to meters for 3 laps, and also from minutes to seconds for 3 laps. And when we did all of that, we're able to apply the speed equals to distance over time formula, and we're able to find our answer to be 2 meters per second. So hopefully this question is easy. You can see that sometimes with SAT questions, they are trap-like questions. Even though it may seem fairly direct, there are some trap-like questions. Like if you just use 400, you're going to get the answer wrong. If you do not convert from minutes to seconds, you're going to get the answer wrong. But if you pay attention to unit conversion as well as the key information in the questions, you're going to be able to do fine. So now we're at the end of the video. If you need more help, make sure you put your questions in the comment section. If you have specific questions that you would like me to answer, make sure you do your best to write it in the comment section, and inshallah I'm going to get to it. I wish you guys all the very best as you study for your test. I am a personal tutor if you need some personal help as you study for the SAT as well as other STEM related subjects. I would advise that you email me or you put it in the comment section, and I will try to get in contact with you and make sure that we can work together and I can be your one-on-one tutor. If you're also interested in the online classes that I teach for a group of students that have similar goals, you could also email me about that and I can send you the details. I wish you guys all the very best, and make sure you watch the next video as you study on your journey to getting a good score in your SATs. I wish you guys all the very best. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.